Hey, good morning. This is Rock. Sorry for the delay. I'm speaking on behalf of the Nexo Development League. This is your Infernal Shrines game, early game 3, as requested. So nothing specific was asked, so I'm just going to do a high-level review for both teams and kind of talk about win conditions, how you want to play the map, and what both teams are strong and good at. So first things up, blue team has what I would consider to be just a standard pick comp. You've got Varian, who's the best pick tank in the game. Every 10 seconds, he wants to get a single isolated kill. So you want to be playing that with a pick, and you've got Stukov still helping it out. So it is definitely a pick comp in that representative. You've got your burst damage in the Orphea and Greymane. You've got camps covered, and you guys can play for the Shrine with your Hogger. Red team is more of an all-in comp. That or they are going to be taking slow two-stage fights, but depending on ult choices. Their composition really does want to fight on the shrine as well, especially since you've got. Hold on, let me turn this down. They really want to fight on the shrine as well because as the I said here, we'll get some early game kills here. We'll talk about that. We'll back it up. So, so it's like this. The red team also wants to fight for the shrine because as they have a lot of AOE splash, and with Alexstrasza, you want to be able to bop Dragon Form and be able to just control the shrine. So if you guys are able to maintain and hold on to the shrine with your tanky bruisers and be able to just get chip damage and survive that first taunt, you guys will win the 5v5s. But you have to live through the taunt. And so that means that Alexstrasza and Phoenix and Falstad cannot get caught in a taunt when we're fighting at the shrine. So, when I look at the other two things for the teams, you make sure we always have enough wave clear and camp clear. We have sufficient wave clear on red team. Falstad can anchor a lane and hold a wave. Phoenix has got pretty good wave clear. Camps can be Phoenix. Yeah, so it's like blue team has a little bit faster wave and camp between Greymane and Hogger type stuff. They can camp really fast, and then Orphea can almost delete a wave at level 4. So a little bit slight macro favor towards blue team, especially since they can have Greymane pushing with the camp and do more damage. Falstad may not get much chance to split. You guys drafted effectively two other anchor heroes. Falstad and Phoenix can be anchors and kind of set up some 1-3-1 rotational type stuff or 1-1-2s, but you don't really have a lot of early game kill pressure. And so that'll be where I stop. So red team, Diablo is not a real tank until 7, and so you really don't want to be hyper engaging pre-7 as Diablo. Just because in general he is going, he doesn't have souls yet, and he has no way to get souls, and he doesn't have tons of ways to generate things. And so you guys ended up getting a kill here. You trade up 1-for-1. So not the end of the world. Both the off lanes are dead. So, but it's something to think about as you're going and looking. We can do some harassment on rotations. So soulnova's barely gonna live there. Oh my gosh, it didn't happen. So in my opinion, red team shouldn't be brawling early because Diablo, like I said, Diablo is super squished right now and doesn't have any of his damage talents. So if you watch a lot of professional or old professional HGC videos, like sure Diablo would engage, but like it's engaging because it's absolutely free or they're rotating and gonna blow up that guy 1 versus 4. But early game Diablo really should be waiting till 7 to do any aggressive plays. And then Varian obviously doesn't have taunt till 4, so Varian also is kind of a minion, a melee minion, so something to be watching for as you play for that. So we did all that fighting. We missed about half a wave bottom, but we'll be okay. We got the tiny globes still as we rotate through. Blue team is ahead now, so they can choose what to do. Good job anchoring the bush, Shay. And then we're doing the bottom camp. We were trying to do the bottom camp. Okay, we are doing the bottom camp. Stukov went and caught mid, which really isn't Stukov's job. So it's something that maybe as a team you guys can talk about for what you want to be trying to do and capture. I forgot about Alexstrasza's wave clear. Alexstrasza's wave clear is pretty good too. If you specifically are just going to be doing E the whole time. I'm not sure why I have Hog here. So red team took a little bit long to sniff that out, but that's okay. We're going to be fine. We're not 4s yet, so we really shouldn't be looking to be too aggressive on blue team either. We got camps figured out. crazy. Can I zoom this out? There we go. So, a little bit of skirmishing. It's nothing too crazy. We're anchoring bushes. See, we just hit 10. We just hit 4s. I think Diablo dies here. No. No, both teams got scared of one another. Oh, we popped Dragon, though. Okay, when's Dragon back up? So Dragon's not going to be back up till 144 seconds. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have Dragon for the objective, and that might be key for what you're trying to do here. That's a good flank from the Blaze. 5v4, we have a chance. Didn't happen. We're going to do our camp instead. I'll change it to everyone vision so we can just see. Shay's in trouble, but looks like they're trade 1 for 1. Oh, we missed that. One of the things that's also difficult with red team's composition is that there isn't tons of burst. Like, we have damage, but we don't have anything that's going to instantly blow up on a Diablo flip. Which doesn't mean it's bad. It's just you got to figure out how to take your fights then. Okay. So we started the objective. We're here on time. We see they're on the camp. I guess this is fine. Like, I'm like, right, like, you guys definitely want to be fighting on the objective, but you really want to fight when you have Alexstrasza's ult. Or, D. Practically an ultimate for her. So without having that, you know, it's like we got the camp. Diablo's gonna die. Okay, so let's back up for a second. So we decided to take the camp. Okay, so let's look. We'll just switch to red team vision for a second so we don't cheat. Okay, so the shrine is active. So we called at this point, we want to start the shrine. Okay, our best tool for the shrine is Alexstrasza's D, which we don't have anymore. And so we're starting it early. Is there an advantage to us starting it early? We're behind a level in XP. Right, so we're behind on soak. So it's like, and we're behind on camps. This first objective isn't super strong, right? Like, if you watch a lot of professional play, some of them actually have only like 3 on the shrine, or even sometimes they just put 1 on the shrine, and they just push to get soak. Like, teams will get 7s for this first shrine, just because they're pushing so hard for the side soak and the things that are there versus how weak this push is. If Hogger and this camp push the entire time top, it might get just as much value as if the entire team down here is fighting for the objective, gets the objective, and tries pushing with it. It rarely gets more than a wall, this first objective, unless the enemy team makes a mistake and dies. So both teams should kind of have an understanding of where we are on the map, where we are on our XP, and if this is the fight that we want. Right? Because anytime we take a fight, there's a risk and a reward. So, red team is coming down to it. Feel free to fire stomp this bush if you need to, soul, to check if they're there. So, we know that they're there now. We need to run. We went back in. You tried to help peel for your friend, and you're dead. Yeah. Just a little bit low health and not positioned together to fight that. So, blue team, like, if you're the opposite team, blue team's happy. I've got a camp pushing top, or just died. I've got a camp pushing middle, and I'm on this objective, and I have 7s, right? Everything is in their favor. And so the question becomes, as red team, how do we not get ourselves to this position where we can't fight for the shrine, we're behind on both camps, right? So we'll back up one more time and see if we can talk about like high-level macro decisions that make more sense for what we're trying to do. Because at this point we're even, right? We're 4s. This is a little cheeky. Like it can get a kill, but in reality, unless you have all 5 players, like you guys aren't bursting anything. Like obviously the dragon being used was to try and save someone, so you know it's there. But like you guys aren't at pick comp. Like I like this aggressive warding is like you're looking for a kill, but then like you're kind of stuck here on an island and your DPS are nowhere near. Like Kalkin's trying to make a play, right? Like Kalkin's coming. You guys called that you want this, because Kalkin, look at this. If we all engage together, right? Like I know it's not competitive comms and stuff, but just looking at our positioning, like Kalkin has a beautiful flank here, right? Like you've hit 2 people. Stukov's on an island. This is on an island. And, like, we react after the stun. So, like, I don't know if, like, we just didn't communicate that we were coming or what was happening there, but we move after the stun. Like, we definitely had some kills there. And so, that's a great follow-up CC train, and then we just have the whole lack of burst problem. So, I know Falstead's going Q build, but we just don't have burst to kill Varian. And so then Falstead ends up getting flanked on the back end, and then I think we end up losing Soul. No, he ends up living, just barely. Okay, let's speed back up. We'll get to that shrine. So now that we're here, right, down a level, and all the things on the map need to be done, right? In my mind, I'm not starting this shrine because they're behind on XP, behind on what's there. Like, we should be trying to either get camps or do something proactive so we can make this fight in our favor. So yeah, I would be looking to either quickly grab this camp or just get soak, right? Get safe soak where we can. And then also see if Kalkin needs help up here in the off lane. And maybe, because Bird just flew in down here, right? Like, if we back up for a second. So right here, we see that the camp was taken, top. Like, if Bird instead flies top, whether it be to harass Hogger or walks top even, right? Like, you could walk top, clear this camp, and then fly in when it's time to fight, versus having Kalkin stuck up here with half health. Like, just being able to tag out and clear this camp, so that way you can fly in and make this a 5 versus 5 when it's time. Because we're just so far behind that this shrine, us starting the shrine, is in their favor. Like, even if we don't die here, right? Like, even if we don't die, yes, we got, 10 minions. So it's like, so we got 10 minions, but we still have a camp that we're stuck doing 5v4, right? Our healer's not in position, and we're, fighting a 3v4 until Sparky shows up. So, alright, let's go ahead and get the shrine and see how we defend. Oh, we lost the bird too. I guess that's new. I did not see that. Okay. Alright, so with Diablo dead, right, like, we effectively, like, you can get stacks, right? So I was like, but we effectively can't push up anymore. This shrine is going to be most likely gone, just because we're down a level, right? We're down a talent tier. Kalkin's stuck up here fighting memes. So it's like, and Diablo's dead. So we pretty much need to be doing, the question should be coming in your mind, what's the most next valuable thing I can do? Right? What's the most valuable thing I can do instead? Because we really can't fight at this shrine, right? Their blue team excels at isolated picks, so we can't be at this shrine. So we should be looking for clearing middle. We should be looking to be taking our own camp. This camp's a little dangerous because of how close it is to here, but we pretty much should be looking to do other things than play at the camp. I don't think Diablo's going to res fast enough for you guys to fight this, and then, unfortunately, like, it's not really a bush check, right? Like, you were looking for Qs, like, you hit Shadra in the bush there earlier, but just too far forward, and that's going to get you killed. So, alright, so now that we lost Falstead again, it's 100% gone. So, Kalkin's coming down to clear mid. Diablo's just getting vision. Okay, so always remember on the Punisher jumps that you want to make sure that whoever is either the tankiest or has a displacement ability will take that jump, so that way it doesn't hurt somebody. So we want to be grabbing the thing behind the wall, so that way when it jumps, it's able to be, they can't jump you, they have to go through the wall before they can jump on you. Being frozen, they can shut down the wall, so you have to watch out for your positioning post, but well done. There you go. Pull it back. Beautiful. So, Frozen Punisher is going to freeze it. That's fine. Alex is a little too far forward. Hopefully she doesn't die for that. Oh my gosh. We shared this jump. Try not to share jumps. Oh, okay. We pop Dragon to get healthy again. Yeah, I guess if they dove, it could save a life. I just don't like I currently don't like the Dragon usage, but that's also just part of, like, making sure to get value out of all of it. And we're kind of brawling again. Is there a reason for us to be brawling here? Okay, let's look at the map. We're losing top. We're behind in middle. And we just defended bottom. Like, we say bottom. This camp, you know, it's like, okay, we can take this camp. We're here. Sure, it's an idea, right? Soulnova finds 4. This should be back, 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 back. They want to fight. This team wants to find isolated kills and picks. They want to fight you all the time. Right? So I'm like, we don't necessarily want to fight. We want to be fighting on the shrine, or we want to be fighting somewhere where we can use all of our ults to survive or break up their pick combo. So as soon as we find them here, this should be a call for out. So I don't know if we can get out at this point. Yeah. So instead of charging right away, like I know you're looking to maybe get the wall bang right here. Instead of charging right away, just fire stomp the bush to see if they're there. If they're not there, walk up to the bush, and then you can see that they're here, and then you can run away. You could charge even this minion to get out. But yeah, we really can't be forcing any more fights. False dead's flying up, which is good. This camp is super dangerous because they're there. Yep. You're going to hopefully blink away. Nope, taunted. Yeah, right? Just thinking about the positioning of where they are. So it's like we're just snowballing and unfortunately playing kind of into their hand as far as picks and things are concerned. So we can turn this game around when we hit 10s, though. So they get that building. There's nothing you can do. All right. We need to try and... Okay. Looking good. Almost have 10s. Don't fight. Slow play. There you go. Oh. Uh-oh. Did we not call this for poor Kalkin? Okay. Danger in that bush. Okay, Hog's here. Hopefully you guys, hopefully he said Hog's here, Hog's invading, Hog's fighting me. Oh no! Kalkin missed the thing, you're gonna get queued off. Oh no. Unfortunate. I don't know. Like I said, I'm like, with too many people missing on the map, there needs to be a call or something. The birds, we have flight available? How long have we had flight available? Okay, we just used it recently. Okay, right here, if you're not using your words, make sure you're using your words. But this needs to be Hog is here, come help. Or Hog is here, come kill him. One of the two. Because this is nothing. But the fact that Hog is there and blue team gets to respond faster is a problem. Because, like, now we're losing both things. Yeah. And now we're forcing an engage too late. We're on our own. We're going to die. And Bird just got flight. He just got us 10 down here, split soaking. Do we lose one more? No, we're okay. Yeah. So, just a little bit more communication. It feels like we're just not on the same page for what we want to do or what we're going for. And now that we hit 10s, like, we finally can use our ultimates, which is better for team fights, and hopefully we'll turn this game around before picks. So, they're trying to break down the wall. This is very greedy. Because, like, there's not a great place for them to run to. Like, they're down 2. Let's back that up. What should you be doing instead? Right, like, you got your picks, you got your kills. So from blue team's perspective, what's the biggest, best thing that you can get now that there are 2 dead? Right? So from here, hitting the wall is the closest thing, but is it the best thing? Because the next shrine is going to be top. So instead of here, you could be coming and sieging and cutting this wave. Right? Like, if you really wanted to siege, you could cut it up here. Or if you really want to prepare for the shrine, you can cut elsewhere. Like, I don't mind you taking the building damage here, but the problem is that this building damage doesn't progress into anything right away, and it leaves you deep for an invade. So if they somehow get to you, right, like, you know, we're half health here, we're running away. It doesn't feel like it got much, and now they're back up to full strength, right? Like, chip damage here means that when the Punisher is gotten, or when we get this camp and it's pushing, this might fall and make it to where they don't have their tap for the next fight, versus the wall chip damage here doesn't contribute much. Or if you wanted to push with the camp, right, you could go get the camp. I don't know. I'm glad you guys were aggressive. I just am not sure how much value this does versus the risk of being that far forward. So, all right, we'll jump back to everyone vision. So, red team finally has got 10s. This is their chance. They want to catch up. And so we've got, wait a minute. Is this salvo? So you're doing a meme beam salvo. Okay, it is salvo. So you've got it. So your salvo usage has to be part of Diablo's Fire Breath, right? Because salvo gets bonus damage based on slowed targets, right? So you really need to make sure that we are in sync with Diablo on that. We went Gust for the disengage, so we can potentially save someone or change how a fight works. And then Bunker's great. That's definitely a good save. Blue team, we got to see Jaws already and Hortipult. Anything else to really note of? Single shove. Bullet. Bullet's good for Diablo, for your front to back kill comp. So, right. So let's see if we can turn this around. So 17 seconds. We're going to be down 13s, so we should be looking for a potential fight. Looks like we're opting to try and give the shrine. We're going to siege bottom instead. Yeah, bird's in trouble. Yep, good sniff. Oh my gosh. They're chasing you pretty hard. Okay, so we've elected to just trade buildings. This is a hard choice. Like, obviously we don't want to fight them down a whole talent tier. So it's like, but they're also getting value, right? Like they're sieging, they're getting this, like they're doing everything. Kalkin's going, oh my gosh, they didn't find Kalkin. So as long as we don't get caught here, like if we can get out, Diablo's not getting out. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like I agree, I don't want to fight 12 versus 13s. And so we want to be, I'm glad we were proactive and got other things done. Could we have gotten this building and gotten out? Like, I think I saw 2 people middle when we called to siege this building, right? So Falstead's still middle. Falstead and Blaze are middle. Okay, so Falstead was top. Blaze was answering this camp. So I guess we need to figure out if we're actually pushing or if we're just catching soak. Because, like, if we're shoving, right, like, let's have our 4 people shoving, right? Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously, Falstead was clearing up here and is maybe safer, question mark. But, you know, it's like we were catching soak here, and then we're down here shoving. Like, we need to make a decision of what we want. Because we can't do all 3, right? Like, we've already decided we're not doing the shrine. Right? And so, since we're not doing the shrine, they said, okay, cool, we're going to take this fort. So we need to be at least getting fort back to try and get some, you know, whether it be XP or map pressure, if we really don't want to fight them. Or we need to be pushing out, you know, all the lanes and getting soak. Like, there's at least soak here, but Falstead's coming here. So we're kind of like doubling up and not being able to secure this building. Or at least not being able to clear it fast enough to do anything of value. Right? Like, all of our damage should be going to this building. So then as we're coming down... So Kalkin's going home to answer... See, this is where I was like, we shouldn't be sieging this wave too. Right? Like, if we got to choose where we're hitting buildings. Because we got split, and now we're not going to be able to get either one. And then if we're not able to get out fast enough, people might die. So, instead of... Okay, this is greedy. So we tried teleporting... on the way down. Like, I think Papa saw Stukov here and should have said, we need to run. Like, this needs to be full beeline, like, down here type of running. So that way no one gets caught. But, okay, so we lose Diablo. We use both of our ults again. Oh, boy. I guess that gets you out, right? You get to use the Alexstrasza cheapy teleport thing. Okay, it's been, minions are 39'd. Right, they're gonna push in to see what thing. Hi, Royce. That's gonna be dead player. You mean take him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 10:05, hon.
Yep. Alright. So. Hi, Royce. So, this is just going to be a hard win here. Oh, they got to pick before you got a chance to do the things. So, where we just add a position there. Slow it down. Hi, foot. So, again, we don't really want to fight. We're down a talent tier, but, you know, it's like if they're out of position, we can try and do something. Yeah, it's just a little too far forward. Extended, false dead. So especially with you being the gust target and our ability to disengage, really need that. So, and then imagine, hold on, imagine right there if you still had your ult Yoon. I got you, bud. It's my turn. Mommy's gonna do her thing. It's my turn. I know. Mommy's not going anywhere. She's just hanging out. So, if we had our ult here, right? Like, I know we were spam using our ultimates as kind of fear and concern of, like, trying to save people's lives. But, like, if we had used our ultimate here with the Diablo Fire Breath, right? Like, we have all 5 people asleep. Right? So, like, right here, Diablo hits all 5 with Fire Breath. If we had your ult on top of it, your ult's doing double damage. So, they got another pick. So that means that they're going to take the building because they have Greymane. And so, Hogger's finally going to go finish the thing. Right? 5 versus 4. Oh, man. We're just not able to get enough done. Like, 4v4, the Stukov Silence Puddle is just brutal. There's the Falstad Gust. Here it is. Oh, no. We only got 1? We need at least 2 here. We need at least 2. There we go. Okay. We can save the game. That's 3. All right. Well done. Okay. That was absolutely beautiful. Right? We're going to lose our top keep, but we got 3 kills. So, red team, push, push, push. Do something. We have to make an advantage of this. As much as at this point, normally I would say try and catch up and rebalance, like, we're going to lose that fort or that keep no matter what. Right? So, since we're losing the keep, we either need to push for more or we need to find something aggressive to do. So, what are we choosing to do? We're going to take a bottom camp. That's fine. That's not the best thing in the world, but at least it's something. Right? Like, it'd be great to knock down this building or to look for an invade, right? Like, see if they're doing things. So we took a camp. We don't see them. Okay, they're back up to 5 full strength almost. We need to be careful now. Oh, okay, it's a gust to save them. All right. We're still back in this game. Oh, and we're dead. Okay. So, like I said, use your fire stomps more on Diablo to make sure that you're able to have vision of what you're doing. Because, like, you can be here, but you need to fire stomp for vision because they ended up getting on top of you and blowing you up. And we used our dragon again. I think we're just dead. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, boy. That's 3. Yeah, that's probably going to do it. They siege. They get this building. They get the keep. Ooh, okay. That's game. Yeah. So, okay. I think the biggest thing is that as red team, we didn't play towards our advantage or play towards our win condition. Like, blue's win condition was pretty straightforward, which was blow up and pick, right? And so we needed 10s. So we really needed to be safe, and we needed to be playing slow until we got 10s. We were playing hyper aggressive, which put us behind on the first shrine, let them get to 10s first, and it just kept slowly snowballing back into their favor, right? So definitely make sure if we're drafting something that doesn't have burst, that we don't try and play for picks and burst. And then if we're playing this ultimate synergy, right, with the fire breath and the salvo and the gust, like, we need to be playing together. And then Alex Strauss is super strong in chokes and on the shrine, and we took no shrine fights. Like, all of our fights weren't on the shrine. So, all right. Quickly look at talents. Anything that's crazy. That's all fine. Globe things. Q build, I agree. This is the blink version. Yeah. Stim. Yep, 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 yep. AA slows for the gray main. I agree. And then... do they have enough spell damage to where Soul Shield makes sense? If you're going... There's a lot of synergy with Soul Shield and Lightning Breath. And there's Orphea damage. I don't know. Maybe Soul Shield's okay here instead of Devil's Due. I understand Devil's Due, though, because you're playing for globes, right? Alex Straza's doing globe things. So you guys are both going globes. So extra globes means more healing. So I think this is fine. So, okay. Harger doing Garbage Fire trait things. Biotic Armor for AAs. Alright, looks good. Alright, that's it for Rock. Best of luck on the rest of the Nexo Development League. Catch you on the next one.